I would now like to give the floor to Canada. Permanent Representative, His Excellency, Mr. Ray.
Thank you very much. I'd like to thank Estonia very much for bringing us together yet again. The last time we met, it was to discuss with Mr. Benedict his report, which I think was a critical advance in providing us information and evidence that we needed in order to deal with the extent of the crisis in Belarus. It's been 6 months since the election, which, as Ambassador Mills quite rightly pointed out, was a fraudulent election. It was an election in which the voice of the Belarusian people was not able to be expressed, and in which the real social and economic and political change that was clearly the will of the Belarusian people was not able to be put into effect. Instead, we've seen in the last 6 months the most extraordinary courage on the part of the Belarusian people as they have continued to demonstrate and to express themselves as best they can in the face of an unprecedented crackdown and a repression of freedom and a repression of the rights of all the people, but in particular the crackdown targeting journalists and those who work in the media. And I think all of us know that we disagree with some things that are written and expressed. We disagree with comments that we see in newspapers or on television or on the internet. But the point is, we don't shut it down. We don't lock people up. We don't torture people because they're expressing their opinion. Canada has taken this issue of media freedom in particular very seriously. We joined with the United Kingdom to establish the Media Freedom Coalition. We had our second global conference in last November. And ironically, at this same conference, we were very proud to bestow the first Canada-UK Media Freedom Award to the Belarusian Association of Journalists, because they have led the way in demonstrating their particular courage and determination to tell the truth. And that is, I think, what hurts authoritarian and repressive regimes more than anything else. As George Orwell once said, sometimes telling the truth just by itself can be seen as a revolutionary act. And that's how serious it now is in Belarus. There is no freedom. There's no freedom of speech. There's no freedom to write. There's no freedom to express yourself. There's no freedom to associate. And there's no freedom to free and fair elections. These are the facts. This is the truth. All the rhetoric to the contrary won't take away those facts and that truth. And the people who are demonstrating that more clearly than anyone else are all the people of Belarus, but in particular, the journalists who are working in the field and trying to get at the facts and get at the truth. We know, in fact, that journalists have been stripped of their accreditation. They've been illegally detained. They've been tortured. And they've had criminal charges brought against them. I think it's important that we meet like this and we speak to each other about how strongly not only we feel about this, but what we know about it, and to what extent we know that this crackdown is fundamental to what regimes like Belarus, like the interference and the intervention, as Ambassador Mills has pointed out, of Russia. Authoritarianism can't continue to pretend that what they're doing has no cost and has no consequence. And we shall continue to do whatever we can to uphold the rule of law, to uphold the principles of democracy, and to continue to work with our friends and neighbors, with those who are the friends and neighbors of Belarus. And Canada is very proud to stand with you and to be with you and to take whatever measures we can to ensure that democracy and freedom and the rule of law and the right to speak and the right to express yourself and the right to be a professional who cares about the truth, that those things are maintained. These events will not be forgotten. And we stand with the people of Belarus, and in particular we stand for media freedom in Belarus. Thanks for this opportunity.
Thank you very much.